year 2006, I had several dreams about an earthquake in New York or around New York. Let us learn how one best can survive an earthquake disaster from studying FEMA, CMO, and from OEM emergency readiness documents. FEMA says, repair defective electrical wiring, leaky gas lines, and inflexible utility connections. Get appropriate professional help. Do not work with gas or electrical lines yourself. Bolt down and secure to the wall studs your water heater, refrigerator, furnace, and gas appliances. If recommended by your gas company, have an automatic gas shut-off valve installed that is triggered by strong vibrations. Place large or heavy objects on lower shelves. Fasten shelves, mirrors, and large picture frames to walls. Brace high and top-heavy objects. Store bottled food, glass, china, and other breakables on low shelves or in cabinets that fasten shut. Anchor overhead lighting fixtures. Be sure the residence is firmly anchored to its foundation. Install flexible pipe fitting to avoid gas or water leaks. Flexible fitting are more resistant to breakage. Locate safe sites in each room under a sturdy table or against an inside wall. Reinforce this information by moving to these places during each drill. Hold earthquake drills with your family members. Drop, cover, and hold on. Minimize the movement during an earthquake to a few steps to a nearby safe place. Stay indoors until the shaking has stopped and you are sure exiting is safe. If you are indoors, take cover under a sturdy desk, table, or bench, or against an inside wall and hold on. If there isn't a table or desk near you, cover your face and head with your arms and crouch in an inside corner of the building. Stay away from glass, windows, outside doors, and walls, and anything that could fall, such as lighting fixtures or furniture. Stay in bed if you are there when the earthquake strikes. Hold on and protect your head with a pillow, unless you are under a heavy light fixture that could fall. In that case, move to the nearest safe place. Use a doorway for shelter only if it is in close proximity to you, and if you know it is a strongly supported, low-bearing doorway. Stay inside until the shaking stops, and it is safe to go outside. Most injuries during earthquakes occur when people are hit by fallen objects when entering into or exiting from buildings. Be aware that the electricity may go out or the sprinkler system or fire alarm may turn on. Do not use elevators. Outdoors, stay there. Move away from buildings, street lights, and utility wires. And in moving vehicles, stop as quickly as safety permits. And stay in the vehicle. Avoid stopping near or under buildings, trees, overpasses, and utility wires. Proceed cautiously once the earthquake has stopped. Watch it for road and bridge damage. Trap under debris. Cover your mouth with a handkerchief or clothing. Tap on a pipe or wall so rescuers can locate you. Use a whistle if one is available. Shout only as a last resort. Shouting can cause you to inhale a dangerous amount of dust. After an earthquake, be prepared for aftershocks. These secondary shock waves are usually less violent than the main quake, but can be strong enough to do additional damage to weakened structures. Open cabinets cautiously. Be aware of objects that can fall off shelves. Stay away from damaged area. Now, CMO says, discuss how you and your family will respond to a possible emergency. Know how to contact all family members at all times. Make a floor plan of your home, if possible. Mark 2 escape routes from each room. Select 2 places to meet. A spot outside your home for emergencies and a place away from your neighborhood in case you cannot return home. A real possibility during the day when most adults are at work and children are at school. Identify an out-of-town friend or relative as your emergency family check-in contact. For everyone to call if the family gets separated. Make sure all family members have that number. It is often easier to call out of town during an emergency than within the affected area. Post emergency contact numbers in all telephones. Include local police, fire, and health departments, poison control, your children's schools, doctors, child/senior care providers, and insurance agents. Make sure everyone knows how and when to call 911 or your local emergency medical service phone number. Know your local radio and television stations that can provide you with up-to-date information during an emergency. Make sure you know which of your stations are part of the Emergency Alert System, also known as EAS. These EAS stations are the primary outlets for official information on protective actions. Install safety features in your home, such as smoke detectors and fire extinguishers. Keep family records in water and fireproof safe. Have emergency supply on hand. Know how to turn off the water, gas, and electricity at main switches. If for any reason you do turn off natural gas service to your home, call your natural gas utility to restore service. Do not attempt to restore gas service yourself. Earthquakes are not covered under standard homeowner insurance policies. Consider purchasing earthquake insurance. Check for hazards in the home. Fasten shelves, bookcases, and other tall furniture securely to wall studs. Brace or anchor high or top-heavy objects. Secure items such as televisions and computers. Install strong latches or bolts on cabinet doors to prevent contents from flying out during a quake. Move large or heavy objects and fragile items to lower shelves, where they are less likely to fall or break. Store breakable items such as bottled foods, glass, and china in low closed cabinets with latches. Store weed killers, pesticide, and flammable products securely in closed cabinets with latches and on bottom shelves. Hang heavy items such as pictures and mirrors away from bed, couches, and anywhere people sit. Secure water heaters and gas appliances by strapping them to the wall studs and bolting them to the floor. Install flexible pipe fitting to avoid gas or water leaks. Repair any deep cracks in ceiling or foundations. Check to see if your house is bolted to its foundation. Consider having your building evaluated by a professional structural design engineer who can give you advice on how to reduce potential damage. Identify safe places indoors. Under sturdy furniture such as a heavy desk or table or wall, and away from where glass could shadow or where bookcases or other heavy furniture could fall over. Outdoors. Away from buildings, trees, telephone and furniture, telephone and electrical lines, overpass or elevated expressway. During the quake, indoors. Practice duck, cover, and hold on. Duck or drop down to the floor. Take cover under a desk, table, or other sturdy furniture, or seek cover against an interior wall and protect your head with your arms. If you are taking cover beneath sturdy furniture, hold on to it until the ground stops shaking. Stay away from windows, mirrors, skylights, and furniture that could fall on you. Stay inside. The most dangerous thing to do during the shaking of an earthquake is to try to leave the building, because objects such as bricks, glass, and other building materials are likely to be falling from the side of a building. If you are in a crowded building, do not rush for the exit. Others may have the same idea. Seek shelter beneath a stable piece of furniture instead. If you are in a high-rise building, stay away from windows and outside walls. Remain on the same floor. Do not use elevators. Outdoors. Move into the open, away from buildings, trees, signs, street lights, and utility wires. Once the shaking has stopped, proceed with caution.